Well, hello there, folks. Back with another video. It's me again, Paw G. I think that name is starting to stick. Paw G. Here with another video for the Scentflix platform. I wanted to show y'all, give y'all a look at my garden this morning. Yesterday I used some high nitrogen content organic fertilizer known as cotton meal seed, a cottonseed meal, or whatever you want to call it. Is dealing with cotton. You know, that stuff our people used to have to pick years ago. But anyway, wow. Matter of fact, I picked some myself at an early age. Guess I might have been around 8 years old, I guess. Maybe younger, maybe older. But anyway, I ended up picking 30 pounds of cotton, which if you picked up cotton, is not that heavy. And so it was a pretty big deal for a young buck, for a young village boy. I'll say it was in Alabama, that's where it took place. But like I said before, we use villages, the name village, neighborhood in America, but other people call them villages around the world. But anyway, I was able to pick 30 pounds that day. I thought it was pretty good. People around that's been picking seem to have thought it was a pretty big deal. Anyway, I don't know if they was just trying to encourage me, or there's a little squirrel out there. Y'all may see him run. Try to keep the camera on him until it moves. But to them, it was a pretty big deal. But anyway, I put some nourishment on my tomato plants yesterday. I'm gonna take y'all back there, and we'll take another look at it. Take a look and see how they're doing today. They were pretty droopy yesterday, and I did some research, and on my what I call a compost garden, trying to use all compost, so to speak, to do some planting, do some gardening, change it into all compost, call it all compost gardening. But anyway, I'm fixing up another batch over here today. Let me turn this on. Getting some nice rainwater to use. And but I found out, after I did some research, I found out that straight rainwater could be washing a lot of the rainwater washes a lot of the nitrogen out of plants, out of gardens and farmland or whatever. It washes a lot of nitrogen off of it. And so I thought about, we had some cotton meal seed, and so that's what they recommend. Well, that's one of the things that I looked it up. I researched and found out that cotton meal seed has a lot of nitrogen in it. And it's organic. And so I mixed up some yesterday, and I applied it. And so I'm gonna walk back here with you guys as soon as my bucket fill up here. It's a little slow running. I have to come up with an idea to try to get it to run a little faster. But this is a drum that my wife put together. That's her name now. That's what I call her there. And anyway, I call her Dee Dee. And so she was put her name on her drum when she was making it. She was able to go to a class that my sister-in-law our sister-in-law had told her about. Her sister-in-law. Would she be my sister-in-law too? She's married to my brother-in-law. Would she be my sister-in-law too? I don't know. But anyway, we'll figure that out if need be. And but anyway, they was able to make these drums, put these drums together in this class. Now I'm proud of her. She put it together, and there's no leaks. There's no leaks in it, and so I'm proud of her. She's a school teacher, and she was able to use something other than teaching to which is you probably can call it pretty lightweight until you get an unruly student. Then it becomes heavyweight. But and she's had to deal with all types of things like that over a 34-year career. And but anyway, maybe I got a few brownie points for this conversation, but I like brownies and brownie points. But anyway, we filling this up here out of this drum that we've caught rain in, and we're gonna go back here. Let's see, I believe it's full enough. We're gonna go back and we cut it off and put this up here and go back here. I'm gonna pull some of this get something to stir it up with. Pull some of this cotton meal seed in there. I may have enough in there already. I just need to stir it up. But anyway, there's a little bit more. Cotton meal seed is what I'm using to put some nitrogen in my no-till, my compost garden. It's no-till, and you still ain't found nothing to rake to stir it up. I use this right here, kind of stir it up. I got to get me a phone stand, something to hold my phone as I work with things. I'm a new YouTuber for you who didn't know, who might be new to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber at the age of 67. Can you imagine? At the age of 67, I had been talking to my family members, which I have. We have some college grads in the family, and they have some skills. Like my daughter, she's a nurse, and she's a registered nurse, and my wife's a teacher, of 34 years with a lot of knowledge. And I love watching YouTube videos for myself, as far as I'm concerned. I love watching YouTube videos, and I've talked to them over the years about sharing their knowledge on YouTube University. I call it sometimes. A lot of people call it YouTube University. But through all my talking and all my trying to lead them into something that could benefit a whole lot more people than just their immediate living situation, a school, like my daughter, she was a director of nurses. She was a director of a health of a hospice. I believe it was a hospice hospice situation, hospital or whatever. She's well versed in nursing, and so I've recommended over the years. Then my youngest son, he's brilliant. His older brother is very smart, and he's a college graduate as well. My family have a lot more skills than I do. Well, they have a lot more knowledge. I put it that way. They've learned a lot more than I've learned through the years. A lot of mine has been labor jobs that I've done, forklift driving mainly, and truck driving, and I've driven concrete trucks. And but anyway, here's my garden here. As you can see, I have has a few spots on it. A few spots on my tomato plants. That one seems to be springing back up again. Yeah, it seems to be, because it was leaning way over yesterday. So anyway, prayerfully my concoction of nitrogen is working. Let's put some more on here. Come on, little plant. Come on back up. Here's another one here. I'm gonna just put a little bit more on all of them. But my cottonseed meal mixture of to make more nitrogen on my plants. But anyway, like I was saying, I've talked to my family about different things about YouTube and spreading what they know to other people, and it would benefit them too, because I believe the knowledge that they have, it would grow their channels, and these plants, these weeds, they pull up real easy. See that? They pull up real easy. What few weeds that come out here, they're very few. But some of these are still looking real good. So, but yeah, whenever you hear me blowing, probably blowing a gnat or a mosquito or something off my arm here in Mississippi, that's where I am. Gulfport, Mississippi. And but anyway, yeah, I've driven a lot of forklifts, spent a lot of time driving forklifts through the years. These are some strawberry plants that my wife planted. That's her project in this no compost garden. I mean, no till garden. Look at that. These weeds and grass and stuff comes up pretty easy. But yeah, I'm going to put a little bit on these collards over here. They've almost run their course, but they're still out here, so maybe they'll grow another leaf or two. But I am proud of my family, and I've wanted to get them to show their abilities to a worldwide audience. Oh, I didn't do my intro song. Wow. My other subscribers probably come in saying, where's the intro? I call it the village song. Intro. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mountains. Steady hoop, steady hollering around a merry street. A ring ting ting, a ting ting ting, through the way, bow wow wow, moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. Oh, through the way we'd run, play ball, oh, through the way we'd run. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw a bull raining around the hills and mountains. Steady hoop, steady hollering around a merry street. A ring ting ting, a ting ting ting, through the way, bow wow wow, moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. Oh, through the way we run, play ball, oh, through the way we run. That's the village song, I call it. My dad taught it to us, me and my siblings, years ago when we were young children. I know we were young because he passed on at the age of 51. I was around 5 years old, but I was the youngest, and he taught that song to us. I call it the village song. I think I don't know if somebody taught it to him, or I'm sure it did, but I call it the village song. And it's been a nice memory through all these years since he's been gone. Been a nice memory to sing that song. A lot of times I sing it to my grandchildren, and sung it to my children, and sing it to my grandchildren. This is a blueberry bush here for you that's new. You new subscribers. And I'm speaking in faith mostly because at the moment I only have about four subscribers. Like I said, I just started this YouTube channel, and but these are plants that these blueberry bushes, blueberry plants that we have out here. And I have a grandson that's waiting. Oh, he is waiting. He's just waiting for these to get ripe. They say they have to hold him off of them. Hold him off of him. Because he's ready. He's ready. He remembered from last year that, and he loved fruit. This little young man, he loved fruit anyway. And so, but he's waiting. But anyway, what I was saying, I was talking about, the village song. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But, well, yeah, anyway, put this back in here. So it rained again. It'll help fill it up too. But anyway, like I was talking about, I was wanting my family to do YouTube because they have a lot of knowledge and skill with things they've learned and everything, and they are very intelligent. And so, but I've talked. And so I decided, hey, at the age of 67, and I'm retired now, hey, I might as well go on and start one myself. Why not? At 67. Because, you know, I see where there is a need to make more income. Sit down in this little round swing here. My grandchildren, my son put it up for my grandchildren because I said I was through putting up swings. through putting them up. And so he put this one up because I retired from putting swings up too, as well as retired from working for other people. And but you have to work in this world. You have to work anyway, even when you retire. You got to do something, whether it's gardening or whatever. You do something. It's best to do something rather than just sit down and mess around and pass on. But anyway, that's another story too. I decided to start a YouTube channel. Plus, another reason I'm serious about it and wanted to start one is because I'm building income. I wanted to build income and build my way back to being able to buy a ticket to Africa, being able to go and explore like a lot of other people be doing, go and explore Africa. And plus that's where my ancestry is from Africa. And so I said, no, I'll start a YouTube channel. I wish I had thought about it. I wish I had done it years ago. Matter of fact, I do have one. I did start one, but I never did do anything with it. But anyway, the thought came to me again to start one and to work so that I can grow the channel and end up building up enough funds to fund my way back to Africa. Because I'm retired, as I say, I'm retired now and on a fixed income. And through the years I've done different businesses. Oh man, have I done different businesses trying to make it in America. But one thing, it's a beautiful sky. One thing is that in this country, and in most of the countries around the world, people that has my skin tone, they are held back. I can remember having a ride on the back of the bus, the city bus, when I was a child. I'm 67. I'm old enough to remember that I had to ride on the back of the bus. They used to have that sign up. They used to put a sign up or a chain or whatever, and just allow black people to sit in a spot in the area of the back of the bus that when that other people, that the white people, whenever I put it this way, whenever the white people got off the bus, or it needed to be, the sign needed to be moved for more black people to get on, then they would move the sign up further. They still wanted the money now. Ain't that a trip? They still wanted the money, but they didn't want to give the black people the comfort or the ability to see that they were being treated equal. They didn't want that. They didn't want to. Well, they didn't want us. Or they put that up because the other white people probably wouldn't want us around them, close to them, and so they would put the sign up so that we could sit on in one part of the bus, the back. And but anyway, I'm old enough to remember having a ride on the back of those buses, and I was a young tyke at the time, and but I can remember having a ride on the back of the bus. And then at the bus stations when we were traveling, I'm old enough to remember we had to sit in the baggage room, the baggage area, and some, we had to sit on the bags for our seats. I remember that. We had to sit on our bags or whatever to have somewhere to sit. That's a shame how people treat people. We're human beings. But anyway, that's what the Most High said would happen to us, our ancestors. when they sinned against him, he told them, he warned them, he told them that what would happen to them and everything, that they would be led to a land that's be taken to a land that's far away, and they wouldn't even know which way they came from at the end of the day. But anyway, that's another story in itself. But getting back to what I was saying, rather than go back and work at Walmart or whatever, because I've worked at Walmart before, but instead of going back as a part-time job trying to make ends meet, I worked at Walmart for a while in Wiggin, Mississippi. And but anyway, instead of going looking for a job for somebody to work for somebody else after I'd retired from out of that working system, I decided to open this YouTube channel, Scentflix. Yeah, if you will you subscribe? If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, will you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and so that you'll know when I'm uploading another video. And I may not be the smartest person in the world, but I consider myself trying to live by the word, by the scripture. And I pray for wisdom, so I just have to believe that my prayers are being answered on the wisdom. And so I'm receiving wisdom. And so, but I just decided to make this YouTube channel, and so that I could grow my income passively. Because once you make, for you older people out there that's might be might be roaming YouTube, and you've run into my channel, there's good money in YouTube. And if you would decide to make you a channel, well, you probably have one already if you on YouTube looking at videos, unless you just signed in with your Google account. And but there's money to be made with this. And so instead of going to work for Walmart or somewhere like that and trying to being a person that ushers people in to Walmart and being courteous or whatever, I decided to get my YouTube channel going and grow it to making some good income. But so anyway, this is another way of making, like I say, once you make your videos and upload them and your channel grows enough for you to be monetized, and then you start receiving income from people watching ads. Oh yeah, that's another thing. To my subscribers, to all of my subscribers, the hundreds of thousands of you that's out there, come on in. Yeah, from 4 this morning all the way to 100,000. My confession of faith for the day. 100,000+. Anyway, if y'all will subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm working my way back to Africa. After being gone for over 400 years, my ancestry has been gone for over 400 years. The same amount of years that the Most High said. And if you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm talking about. Deuteronomy chapter 28. It's in there. It's in there. I know I've read that book for many years, many different times in my life, but it never did stick in my mind as to who that was talking about. Those curses, who they were talking about. Who was it talking about? It was me and my relatives and my ancestors. Yeah, that was us. Yep. They whitewashed it and made people a different color. like when you watch the Ten Commandments on TV. Yeah, they whitewashed it. But that was us. That was our people. But anyway. To be continued. But yeah, I'm working my way back to Africa, supplementing my income, my Social Security, and to grow my account and get some things done, even around my house, get some things done. But but yeah, for you older people, as I was saying, don't look down on because we old school and wasn't brought up with computers and different things like that, and these smartphones, these pocket computers, I call them sometimes. Learn the technology, look into it, research, and take it step by step, like I'm doing. I'm taking it step by step, and to be able to grow this YouTube channel. Listen to those birds. Wow, beautiful. They singing. Oh boy, I think back, and I remember I used to shoot them down with my BB gun. Learn how to shoot with BB guns, and I regret that now. Years ago, I was a young teenager and stuff, young child, thinking, and we would go hunting birds and squirrels or whatever we could hunt in the woods and bring them down too. And so, I regret that now. I remember hitting a bird flying. It was flying in through the air one time, and I hit it and dropped it. But anyway, I regret it now. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, you older people. I wish I had, like I said before, I wish I had made start developing my channel a year or two before I retired. And even earlier than that, I wish I had made those moves, because I would be in real good money now. By now. Look at that. Those birds, I tell you, they are singing today. Singing the praises of the Most High. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hua. Alua. Yes, indeed. But anyway, I better go on and cut this video. It's been, 33 minutes. Anyway, y'all forgive my non-expertise, a little expertise, and if you will, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that flower there, that's nice. Subscribe, like, share. I've given a few good pointers, on my gardening, on my compost gardening, and the things that I'm talking about now. Even you young people, you have a desire to. You've been watching YouTube videos, and you have a desire to start making videos to share on YouTube University. Go ahead. And you older people, especially you older people, go ahead. You can do it. I'm doing it. Even though I don't know much about what I'm doing it. So you can do it too. Anyway, let me go on and end this video. And maybe I can think of something else to say a little later on and open it up again. Cut it on again. But anyway, Thank y'all for listening. This is look at my move. Y'all have a good day. Outro. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mount. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A rang tang tang, a ting ting ting, a through the way, a bow wow wow, a moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, through the way we'd run. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A rang tang tang, a ting ting ting, a through the way, bow wow wow, a moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. Oh, through the way we'd run, play ball, oh, through the way we'd run. Look at that bird there. I think it's a blue jay. Wow. It's another sight for y'all to see. Signing off. This is Paw Paw G.